There's a reason why this month feels different, Capricorn. You may not be able to explain it, but deep inside, something is shifting. It's almost as if the universe has quietly rewritten your story, and now, the next chapter begins. A chapter you've waited for longer than most people could endure. Because let's be honest, if anyone knows what it's like to delay gratification, to keep working in silence while others get the spotlight, it's you. But this time, it's not about struggle. It's about reward. 12 reasons. 12 celestial movements that align perfectly to unlock joy, not the kind that fades in a moment, but the kind that fills your bones with peace, purpose, and power. And no, I'm not talking about vague inspiration or motivational fluff. I'm talking about real, cosmic forces, rare alignments that only happen once in a decade, now converging for one sign. Your sign. Capricorn, your patience is no longer being tested, it's being acknowledged. Your sacrifices are no longer in the shadows, they're being illuminated. And your quiet strength. It's about to echo through places you never imagined reaching. This isn't coincidence. This is cosmic timing, designed specifically for the most resilient soul in the Zodiac. And before we dive into the 12 reasons why this month brings the joy you've truly earned, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were preparing for something you couldn't name, but you knew it was coming? This is that moment. Welcome to Zodiac Secrets Revealed. If you've ever felt overlooked, if you've ever wondered why your path took longer, this video was made for you. Hit that subscribe button not just to follow astrology, but to follow your destiny, Capricorn. Because the stars have spoken. And they've written your name across this month. Reason 1. Saturn finally moves forward and opens the door you couldn't break through. For months, you've been walking down a hallway with locked doors, Capricorn. Every effort, every plan, every meeting, message, or opportunity, it was like pushing on something that just wouldn't budge. And you blamed yourself. Maybe you thought, I'm not doing enough, or worse, maybe it's not meant for me. But the truth is, you weren't stuck because you failed. You were stuck because Saturn, your ruling planet, was in retrograde. And when Saturn, the planet of structure, discipline, and destiny, moves backward, it doesn't block you to punish you. It blocks you to prepare you. Because unlike other signs who thrive on quick wins, you're here to build legacies, not chase applause. But here's the turning point. Saturn is finally going direct this month. And when that happens, something powerful is released. All the pressure, all the momentum, all the clarity you've been missing comes rushing forward like a dam breaking. Suddenly, that promotion you kept getting delayed on, it's approved. That plan you kept reworking, now it fits perfectly. The people who ghosted you, they return, this time, ready. But more importantly, you return to yourself. With deeper confidence, sharper discernment, and a renewed sense of purpose. Because now, you're not guessing your way through. You know who you are, what you're building, and what you will no longer tolerate. Mark the days between, insert current month's dates equivalent to September 10th to 15th, this is your opening. But it's not a door that will stay open forever. It's a moment of alignment, a sacred crack in time. And if you step through it with faith and action, what was once delayed will now unfold at breathtaking speed. Life lesson. Not every delay is a denial. Sometimes, the universe is just waiting for you to be fully ready, not in skill, but in spirit. And now, Capricorn, you are. Reason 2. A financial opening emerges and it aligns with your integrity. Capricorn, let's talk about money. Not quick luck. Not shortcuts. But earned abundance, the kind that fits your values and reflects your worth. Because this month, something rare is happening. A harmonious alignment between Venus, planet of value, beauty, and worth, and Jupiter, the cosmic amplifier of blessings. And when these two planets form a trine over your financial sector, it doesn't just mean you might get lucky. It means your patience is finally profitable. A project you completed months ago, even a year ago, starts generating returns. An investment you made cautiously but wisely, it begins to grow faster than expected. A skill you've quietly mastered. Suddenly, the market wants exactly what you offer and they're willing to pay for it. Here's what makes this different from other signs' abundance. You didn't chase it. You built it brick by brick, decision by decision. And now, what you've already created begins to attract its own rewards. This is not about fame or flash. It's about stability and legacy. You may receive an offer or opportunity between, insert current month's equivalent to September 17th to 22nd, that seems almost too perfectly aligned. And that's because it is. It aligns not only with your skill, but with your character. The universe isn't just rewarding effort. It's rewarding how you've chosen to walk your path with discipline, with boundaries, and without betraying your soul for a paycheck. This financial window will feel clean. No hidden costs. No emotional manipulation. Just a straightforward, value-for-value exchange that honors the quiet empire you've been building. Life lesson. True wealth doesn't come from what you gain, but from how aligned you stay while gaining it. And Capricorn, your integrity has finally compounded into real, tangible reward. Reason 3. A spotlight lands on you, and this time, they can't look away. Capricorn, you've never needed applause to do great work. While others seek attention, you've been quietly building, perfecting, refining. But even the strongest mountain eventually deserves to be seen. This month, that moment arrives. A powerful full moon, also called the harvest moon, illuminates your 10th house of career, status, and public recognition. And when the moon glows in that house, it doesn't whisper your name, it shouts it. It places a celestial spotlight over your most consistent efforts. And it makes your excellence impossible to ignore. Suddenly, someone you deeply respect acknowledges your work. Someone who once underestimated you now seeks your advice. An email, a message, or a seemingly casual meeting turns into a major opportunity. But here's the secret: this isn't luck. It's visibility, divinely timed, not artificially chased. Because what the world sees now is what has always been true about you. Your reliability, your discipline, your standards, your refusal to compromise your craft for convenience. Capricorn, during this full moon window, insert date range near end of the month, pay attention to who reaches out. To who finally sees you. To the doors that open not because you pushed harder, but because you finally became undeniable. Recognition doesn't change your worth, but it does change your reach. And this time, the right people are watching, not by chance, but by cosmic design. Life lesson. The world will recognize you at the same depth you've been willing to recognize yourself. And this month, the mirror reflects something magnificent. Reason 4. A divine connection enters, and it was written long before you met. You've walked most of your journey alone, Capricorn, not because you had to, but because very few people could match your pace, your purpose, or your depth. You've learned to rely on yourself. You've mastered independence not just emotionally, but spiritually. But this month, that begins to shift. Mercury, the planet of communication and alignment, enters your 11th house, the house of soul tribes, future visions, and high-level collaboration. And when that happens, a sacred appointment is activated. You're about to cross paths with someone who isn't just helpful, they're aligned. This won't be a flood of people. Capricorns don't resonate with crowds, they resonate with clarity. So instead, the universe sends you a few, no more than 3, key individuals. And each one carries a piece of your future. The first might offer exactly the knowledge you were missing. The second may mirror something in you that needs to awaken. The third could hold access to a door you've been silently praying to find. These are not accidental meetings. They'll arrive between, insert current month's equivalent to September 7th to 27th, often with strange synchronicities, repeated numbers, unusual timing, déjà vu. It's the kind of thing that makes you pause and whisper, wait, what are the odds? They'll speak your language. Not just in words, but in vision. And for the first time in a long time, you'll feel the rarest thing of all. Seen. Supported. Aligned. Life lesson. Real allies don't rescue you, they recognize you. And this month, Capricorn, your soul tribe starts to appear not to complete your mission, but to walk with you as you complete it yourself. Reason 5. Your creativity breaks free and structure becomes your superpower. People rarely describe Capricorn as creative. They talk about your discipline, your logic, your work ethic. But what they miss, what even you sometimes forget, is that you are a master architect of ideas. You don't just imagine things. You build them. You give them form, function, and longevity. And this month, something awakens. Mars, the planet of drive, passion, and raw energy, enters your 5th house, the domain of creativity, expression, and inner fire. But here's what makes this moment rare. Mars doesn't just bring a quick burst of inspiration. It aligns with Saturn, your ruler, to create sustained creative flow. This means you're not just inspired for a few hours. You enter a state of momentum, ideas build on ideas, and execution becomes effortless. You don't feel like you're pushing anymore, you feel like you're finally channeling something bigger. You might solve a problem you've struggled with for months, discover a new use for an old skill, or feel a pull to return to a creative hobby you abandoned years ago, but this time, something's different, you're ready to master it. And the best part? You won't need to escape your structure to be creative. You'll realize that structure is what sets your creativity free. This shift will likely intensify between, insert current month's equivalent to September 17th to 24th, when Mars forms a trine with Uranus, planet of innovation. So don't ignore your instincts this month. If a creative impulse shows up, write it down. Follow it. Honor it. Because what starts as a small spark could evolve into a major part of your purpose. Life lesson. True creativity isn't chaos, it's order made alive. And this month, Capricorn, your ability to combine structure and vision becomes your most powerful form of joy. Reason 6. A silent burden lifts, and you finally breathe freely again. Capricorn, you carry more than most people know. Not just responsibilities, but promises, expectations, unspoken fears. You've been the strong one, the steady one, the one who never crumbles. But strength also hides weight. This month, the universe intervenes. Not with drama, not with destruction, but with something far more powerful, release. Between, insert equivalent to September 23rd to 30th, 4 planets, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter, converge in your 8th house, the domain of deep transformation, emotional inheritance, and soul-level rebirth. This is not a superficial shift. This is you laying down a part of yourself that no longer serves the person you're becoming. Maybe it's a belief you inherited from your family. Success must come through suffering. Maybe it's guilt for wanting more, or shame for resting, or a story that says you're only valuable when you're useful. Whatever it is, this month, you'll feel something click. Not in your head, in your chest. A tension you didn't even know was there, begins to dissolve. And as it does, space opens. You begin to see new possibilities. You start to recognize what freedom feels like, not as rebellion, but as evolution. Some of this release may come quietly through a journal entry, a conversation, or a late-night realization. Other parts may come through shifts in finances, relationships, or obligations suddenly lifting. Don't fear it. You're not losing anything. You're letting go of what was never truly yours to carry. Life lesson. Not all power comes from holding on. Sometimes, the most sacred joy begins the moment you finally set something down and walk away lighter, clearer, and more fully yourself. Reason 7. The cosmic scales tip in your favor and you realize you were always on the right path. You've questioned the timing. You've questioned the silence. You've even questioned yourself. But what if the delays, the doubts, the dead ends weren't signs you were off track, but signs you were being aligned with something bigger than your understanding? This month, you receive proof. Because on, insert equivalent to September 22nd, the autumn equinox arrives. The day when day and night are perfectly balanced. A universal pause. A sacred moment. A mirror in the sky. And this year, that mirror reflects you, Capricorn. Why? Because this equinox aligns exactly with Saturn, your ruling planet. And when Saturn, the planet of karma, structure, and time, stands in harmony with the balance of light and shadow, something profound happens. Candle hash, you realize you've been walking your divine path all along. Even when it didn't look like it. Even when it hurt. Even when no one understood what you were building in silence. This energetic alignment doesn't just bring balance. It brings validation. Expect to feel a deep inner clarity in the 3 days surrounding the equinox, a sense that things click into place. A moment where time feels suspended, where past, present, and future seem to blur together, and you see your journey from a higher lens. A project you've worked on suddenly reveals its deeper purpose. A goal that once felt ordinary now glows with spiritual meaning. And the roles you've played, leader, guide, anchor, are no longer burdens. They are honors. People may come to you in these days, not with questions, but with recognition. They see your stability, your wisdom, your stillness. And without even trying, you become the person others quietly look to in times of uncertainty. Life lesson. You are not behind. You are not broken. You've simply been aligning with your time. And now, the universe confirms, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Reason 8. Karma finds you and rewards the sacrifices no one ever saw. Some debts are paid in cash, but the most sacred ones are paid in time. Capricorn, you've given up more than people know. The late nights, the skipped celebrations, the dreams you placed on hold so others could breathe easier. You didn't do it for applause. You didn't even expect a thank you. But the universe kept the receipts. And this month, it pays them back. Between, insert current month's equivalent to September 9th to 17th, a rare alignment forms. The North Node, representing your soul's destiny, forms a sextile with Pluto, the planet of deep power and transformation, right in your sign. This is not generic good fortune. This is cosmic justice. An opportunity appears that feels almost too perfectly timed. It's something you once desired deeply but convinced yourself you had to forget. Maybe it was a role you weren't ready for back then. A relationship you weren't strong enough to hold. A dream you tucked away so you could survive reality. And now, it returns. Upgraded. Evolved. And ready for you, the you that had to go through everything to become ready for it. Don't mistake this for coincidence. This is reward not for being perfect, but for being loyal to your integrity. Life lesson. The universe always remembers what you gave up out of love, duty, and honor. And when the time is right, it returns it to you, multiplied, purified, and undeniable. Reason 9. Your discipline becomes your advantage and everyone starts to notice. For years, Capricorn, people may have called you too serious, too strict, too rigid, too slow. But while others sprinted toward flashes of success, you were laying bricks. And this month, the house you built begins to shine. Starting, insert current month's equivalent to September 14th, Mars, the planet of drive, forms a powerful trine with Saturn, your ruling planet. This is not just energy. This is endurance multiplied, focus intensified, and for you, validation embodied. Here's what happens when this alignment hits. While others burn out, you stay steady. While others second guess, you stay grounded. While others crumble under complexity, you thrive in systems you've quietly mastered. Suddenly, the habits that made you feel behind make you unstoppable. The routines that felt boring to others build your momentum. And the patience that once cost you time gives you power others can't replicate. Between, insert equivalent September 14th to 21st, something will test your capacity, a project, a situation, a challenge. And without even thinking about it, you'll handle it with grace. People will watch, some in silence, some with admiration, and many with surprise. But you won't be surprised. You've been preparing for this all along. Life lesson. The very traits they mocked will become the reasons you win. Because discipline, when combined with purpose, doesn't just create results. It creates unshakable joy, the kind that comes from knowing you earned every moment of it. Reason 10. A hidden gift awakens, and it changes how you see yourself forever. There's something inside you, Capricorn. Something you've never fully claimed. Not because it wasn't real, but because you were too focused on what was useful, measurable, practical. But this month, the universe unlocks a door. And behind it is a part of you that's been waiting, quietly, to be remembered. Between, insert date range equal to September 19th to 27th, A rare sextile forms between Neptune, planet of divine intuition, and Mercury, the messenger of awareness, right across the sector of your innate talents. And what this energy does is simple, but profound. It reveals something you already have, but never fully saw. You may suddenly speak with unusual depth that surprises even you. See patterns, symbols, or meaning in places others overlook. Sense what others are feeling, not from logic, but from knowing. This isn't fantasy. This is spiritual intelligence, something Capricorn rarely gets credit for, but often carries in silence. You're not just wise because of experience. You're wired for it. You may rediscover an artistic skill, a healing gift, or an ability to lead in deeply intuitive ways. It may feel unfamiliar, but also like home. It will likely appear gently, a dream, a random memory, a strange hunch that turns out to be true. Don't dismiss it. Write it down. Follow it. Protect it. Because this gift isn't new. It's returning. Life lesson. Your soul remembers things your mind has forgotten. And when the universe brings those memories back, it's not to confuse you. It's to complete you. Reason 11. Risk no longer scares you, because now you know which risks are meant for you. Capricorn, let's be honest. You've built your life on caution, calculation, and control. Not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Because you know what most don't. Impulsiveness costs more than preparation. But here's the shift. This month, you don't throw away your caution. You refine it. And that's where your next joy is born. Insert current months equivalent to September 28th to October 3rd, Pluto, planet of transformation, stations direct in your sign. And when that happens, it doesn't tell you to leap blindly. It whispers something far more powerful. Now is the time to choose courage with calculation. An opportunity will present itself, one that previously would have made you hesitate. It might not come with guarantees. But this time, you don't freeze. You feel the risk. You evaluate it. And then you move, not with fear, but with conviction. It could be a bold career pivot, a relationship that requires emotional vulnerability, an investment of time or energy into something unproven but aligned. The key difference: you're not trying to control every outcome anymore. You've learned something deeper. Not all risk is danger. Some risk is destiny. And when you finally lean into chosen risk, the kind your soul nudges you toward, you begin to expand, not by force, but by flow. Life lesson. Courage isn't about jumping without looking. It's about looking clearly and choosing to jump anyway. This month, Capricorn, you don't abandon control. You master it by finally knowing when to let go. Reason 12. A new moon opens the gate and your future begins to take shape. Capricorn, every mountain you've climbed, every night you doubted yourself but kept going, every seed you planted in silence, was never for nothing. Because this month, the sky resets itself for you. A powerful new moon rises in your 9th house of expansion, purpose, and higher learning, forming a perfect harmony with Saturn, your ruler. It's the rare moment when new beginnings and old mastery shake hands. This isn't a random restart. It's a cosmic green light saying, you've proven you can build. Now, build something bigger. Under this new moon, expect 3 things to unfold. 1. A new vision reveals itself. Something long-term, a project, a move, a calling, begins to make sense. It's not just about success anymore, it's about significance. 2. Your faith expands. Not blind faith, but a quiet trust that comes from experience. You'll start to see how every delay, loss, and redirection has prepared you perfectly for this next step. 3. Your world opens up. Travel, education, or new collaborations appear. And for the first time in years, you won't feel like you're surviving. You'll feel like you're becoming. This lunar alignment doesn't fade overnight. It creates a 6-month trajectory, a path that grows stronger each time you act in alignment with your truth. So set intentions now. Even if they're small, write them, speak them, anchor them into existence. Because this time, the universe is listening. Life lesson. When discipline meets divine timing, destiny begins. And Capricorn, this new moon isn't just a beginning. It's the moment the universe hands you the blueprint to the life you were always meant to live. Conclusion: the month your soul remembers why it chose to be Capricorn. Capricorn. You've spent years mastering patience in a world obsessed with instant results. You've endured silence while others celebrated noise. You've rebuilt from ashes others never even noticed. And through it all, you kept walking, one disciplined step at a time. Now, the universe responds. Not with chaos, but with order, perfectly timed blessings that arrive in 12 sacred waves. Each reason this month isn't random. It's a sequence, a symphony, where every note has been written specifically for you. Reason 1 reminded you that delays were preparation. Reason 2 proved your integrity creates wealth. Reason 3 placed a spotlight on what was once ignored. Reason 4 brought soul-aligned allies into your path. Reason 5 awakened your creative flame. Reason 6 released the heaviness that kept you from peace. Reason 7 restored balance between your light and your shadow. Reason 8 delivered karmic rewards for your silent sacrifices. Reason 9 turned your discipline into undeniable strength. Reason 10 revealed the hidden wisdom living inside you. Reason 11 taught you the difference between risk and destiny. Reason 12 opened a doorway to the future your soul already built in secret. Do you see it now, Capricorn? You were never being punished, you were being prepared. You were never late, you were being aligned. You were never forgotten, you were being positioned. This month doesn't just bring joy because life gets easier. It brings joy because you've become the kind of person who can finally receive it without guilt, without fear, without shrinking your light to make others comfortable. You are the mountain, Capricorn, silent, steady, eternal. And now, the wind has shifted in your favor. The world begins to rise to your level, not the other way around. Take this as your confirmation. Every lesson was worth it. Every delay had purpose. And every scar you've carried has now turned into armor made of light. Life lesson. Happiness isn't luck, it's alignment. And when a Capricorn finally aligns, the universe doesn't whisper. It roars. If these words found you at the right moment, it's not coincidence, it's connection. Join our community here at Zodiac Secrets Revealed, where we uncover how the stars speak directly to your soul. Hit subscribe, not for me, but for yourself, so you never miss the next message meant only for Capricorn. And before you go, tell me in the comments, which of the 12 reasons resonated most with you? Your story could be the mirror another Capricorn needs to see their own awakening. Because in the end, we rise higher together. And this month, Capricorn, you rise first.